Hello, and welcome to Whiskey with Rye, where every episode we talk about the nose and taste of whiskey 3 different ways: straight, with water, and on the rocks. This week, the whiskey that I'm with is Oak and Grist American Rye Whiskey. This is a 4-year-old, 103 proof American Rye Whiskey, 55% malted rye, 45% malted barley. This is the second release that they've done of a rye whiskey. Typically, they do American malt whiskey and American single malt whiskey, and they do both of those extremely well, and we'll be covering those on later episodes. They also do Genevieve style gin and barrel aged gin. So if you're in the Black Mountain, Asheville area of North Carolina, I would definitely recommend that you check them out. Really small craft distillery that does things really the right way, which is why I wanted to focus them in their most recent special release. So this just came out early February. Again, it's a rye whiskey. Big fan of rye whiskeys. 225 bottles, something like that, that they were able to do. And this will be their last rye whiskey for a while, which is a bummer because, spoiler alert, I really enjoy this one. I don't have any relationship with them other than I visit it and I enjoy it, and they're good people to talk to. And they do really good cocktails as well. So this isn't a paid review. This isn't sponsored. Not that I would be opposed to that, but I would let you know if it was. So let's get this open. It is another hashtag fresh crack. And we will get things going. As always, we will go over the nose and taste of it neat. I'm struggling with these corks. There we go. I don't know if that'll get picked up or not, but hopefully it did. Straight. And then I have an American football ice cube this time. We're just kind of going through the sports a little bit. Oh, I can smell it already and I love it still. 4 years old. 55% malted rye, 45% malted barley, like I said. So let's jump into the nose. I mean, first of all, the thing you're hit with is the age on a 4-year-old whiskey, or the color. Sorry, not the age, the color. Fantastic color. All of those lovely, lovely rye notes that you want in a rye whiskey are definitely there. Bubblegum, which I know is weird to want, but that's a big note that I get from rye whiskeys lately. Herbal notes, fresh cut grass is in there as well. Fantastic nose. Some of that caramel and vanilla in the very back. And I love that it's at 103 proof. Tells me that they wanted a specific proof because that's what they felt the whiskey tasted the best at. It's not that they were trying to get the most barrel bottles to make the most money or anything like that. That's a specific, this is what tastes best, so let's go for that. Again, the right way to do things, which I appreciate. Let's jump into the taste. Immediately, the first flavors that really hit your tongue are those baking spices, that cinnamon, some of the pepper on the back end, and then you get the rush of the caramel sweetness from the sides. It's a very complex flavor profile that I want to keep going back to. You definitely get some of the wood on the front, some of those tannins, that oak flavor, but overwhelmingly compared to that is the baking spice, the cinnamon, some nutmeg, maybe some cardamom in there as well. And then some of the herbal notes will come up, dill, maybe a little basil, maybe anise, but not overwhelmingly. I'm not a black licorice fan whatsoever, so it's not something that's going to ruin it for you if you don't like that flavor. Just kind of rounds it out a bit. And then the caramely sweetness on the back. So let's add some water and see what that does. We are just going to add a couple drops just because of the little bit of whiskey that we have in. go. Give that a good swirl around. Also don't want to water it down too much. I like it at the higher proof. Just want to open it up a little bit. A lot more of that sweetness comes through. Maybe some fruity sweetness on the back end, like plum or cherry fruit sweet. Darker fruits. The bubblegum is still there for me, but that's not off-putting for me because it's something I enjoy, like a bazooka bubblegum. Or maybe even like a Big League Chew with that powdered sugar, cornstarch, whatever it was on the outside of it, but that sweet bubblegum. The water kind of brings the wood tannins to the front more. Pushes the sweetness to the back. Dulls the baking spice a little bit. You still get that peppery finish on the front of your tongue that lingers on the finish. It stays around, it makes itself known, and then concludes with a nice, easy finish on it. Very, very nice. So now we're going to jump into our on the rocks pour in our Lago glass. Lago Vuin, who's hanging out over here. He may make himself known. Butterscotchy. There we go. That's where I was trying to go. Caramel, almost like a Werther's Original on the nose. And on the taste, more of those wood tannins show up. And maybe some of the spice from the, like an oak spice, as opposed to the baking spice. So an extremely nice, very nice drinker. They do still have bottles available as of this past weekend when I went. So 2 weekends ago from when you'll see this. So if you're in the area, definitely check them out. Try all of their stuff. It's really good. I would say this is a really nice combination of an entry rye. If you're not used to rye or you want to explore, rye for the first time, I think this will definitely help you enter that profile. But also, I would call this a rye drinker's rye. Like, it's going to let you explore different things in ryes, but still have that familiarity that's there as well. So definitely worth, in my opinion, checking out. The name of the distillery will be in the title, so feel free to visit their website, take a look at what they do, and if you're in the area, definitely check them out. But yeah, so that's been Oak and Grist rye, 4-year-old. So until next time, cheers.